Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to a whole new Savored Ice experience. We're about to get a little raw and raunchy as we bring you a brand new hour of hilarious Dungeons & Dragons every single week with our new Patreon-exclusive game, available as both a weekly podcast and video. This is Savored Ice After Dark.
Welcome back, everybody, to Saber Dice After Dark. I am here with Cody, Michael, Lauren, Guy, Dave, and me, your boy, Green Taking 20. Last we left off in this game, you guys unfortunately lost Dave Friant two games ago, actually, and he's dead.
No, the player is still good.
The player's still
alive.
You didn't fall into lava, right? You're still okay? All right.
Yeah, Tony's fine.
Guys seeked out vengeance against that of the Mountain King and went further into his portals in order to find him, exploring the tavern floor, the room where you had gotten the bread, and you explored a tavern floor. And as soon as you came out, you realized that this was just a city on the other side of this portal with a tavern called the Mountain King. And in the back of the kitchen, we left off with the small rose that had been smashed onto the ground flew over, embedded into this man's neck as he bled out on the ground.
That did not have the intended effect that I was hoping for.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I don't understand why this thing isn't working. And I'm going to pick up the braids that I was trying to use on the doorknob.
I'm sorry. What did you expect it to do?
I expected it to open the door
Not you. What? The flower. It sucks your blood out. What did you expect it to do?
For heaven's sake, man.
Oh, right.
Are we done now?
I guess.
I was hoping the bloody thing would find the king of the mountain, obviously.
It found this man.
Do you have any more of the murder flowers? They seem
No,
most
just
foul.
Which actually reminds me. Can I grab it and put it back in the bottle?
You make a grapple check. Make an athletics check. Yeah, athletics.
Can I help by being like,
You're gonna try and grab
talk to plants and stuff?
Oh, you want to talk to the plant and try
I just want to be
coerce
like,
it?
listen, we're gonna feed you more, but you need to get back in the bottle so we can safely transport you to more grub.
Awesome.
Make a
This is being said in
persuasion
plot,
check
right?
or a
She's
deception.
saying it in plant. It's really just a series of hand waves that she's doing.
Make a. I have.
What is she doing?
Make a herd flower check.
Are you planning on actually bringing it to more food?
Yeah. I mean, she's gonna let it loose on enemies. Like, why not?
Okay, all right.
It's
Then roll persuasion. Roll persuasion.
But beforehand, she'll just be like, who's trying to, Baron, you're trying to grapple it?
Yeah.
She'll say, hold on. Just hold on 1 second so that it doesn't try to eat your face. Just don't hurt it when you pick it up. And then she'll do that. And what do you want me to roll?
Persuasion or animal. There's not like plant handling.
We're doing animal handling.
Do it.
It's a sick. One of us.
It stays put.
It's passed out from Thanksgiving dinner, I think.
It sits there and it says, it basically just, you say, hey, if you get this bottle, we'll take you to more food. And he's just like, fuck you, I already have food.
That's what it says.
What are you saying to the little murder flower?
I'm trying to tell him that we'll bring him to more food if he just stays there.
You want him to murder more things?
I mean, what, like this guy? Like, what if, what?
I just stomp on the fucking plant.
Roll attack.
She turns into a bear and swipes at you.
Oh no. This is going poorly quickly.
Oh,
So it immediately turns into a bear.
All Guy wanted to do was rebottle the flower.
Ace panics immediately and climbs the wall.
So is that initiative?
Well, initiative, but you need to do your attack first because that initiates the initiative, and then we'll roll initiative.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just going to roll a d20. I don't think I have an unarmed attack on here on this sheet. So that's 9 and 3. It's a 15.
Yeah, it has 1 hit point. You pull up your foot and you slam it down onto the dude's corpse, and blood just kind of spurts out from underneath your boot as the flower just turns into mush.
I use a level 1 smite when I do
I'll
that.
roll initiative for everybody.
Oh my god.
I got it. No
So it
worries.
explodes into a holy radiance.
Oh no, everybody can roll. Go ahead and roll. Ace, what'd you get?
Well, can I use my reaction to attack him? Since I was like at the ground level of talking already to this plant.
I'll let you use your bonus action to turn into a bear, and then on your turn you can smack him.
Okay.
Ace, you got a
I
10.
rolled a 10 for initiative.
All right. That's not. Tony's not here. Humph. What'd you get? You got a 15.
Davlin rolled a 22.
Davlin rolled a 22. Got it. And
I rolled a 13.
13 and Baron. You got a
14.
All right. 1 second while I remove Tony from the initiative. Now he's
Feels like it
truly
should be
dead.
a ceremony.
Rubbing that salt.
I know. All right, Davlin, you're first. You just see him do that, and then Warden turns into a bear, and she's like, "Brr," like in the middle of about to attack.
I'm gonna just hold a hand up to Baron.
Okay.
No, wait. They're both kind of new. Let's just let them fight it out, and we'll take the victor on with our team. Survival
I
of the
punched Davlin. I punched Davlin.
It's not your initiative yet.
Who's next, though?
Humph, what are you doing?
The Hump is next.
Oh.
This bear's
Hello,
like a
she
mall.
bear. What are you doing? And you know what? I'm going to try and get the bear in like a full Nelson.
God. Oh my god.
Roll athletics. And bear, roll acrobatics or athletics.
That is a 19 on the die for a 25.
Oh my gosh. You grab the bear in a headlock. You now have it grappled. Baron, do you punch Davlin?
I do. I've had enough of you. You just as loyal to no one, are you? I'm just trying to punch him.
Roll attack.
I'm gonna just let him hit me.
Okay.
It does 1 point of damage, right?
Whatever his strength modifier is.
3 points.
3. Ooh. He's
I'm
Going
gonna
to roll because there's a good chance that Baron will miss.
Are you gonna
well, yeah, roll.
I'm gonna let you hit me if you want to. If you can roll for a crit, but other than that, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just stand there and take it to let Barry know who's the real boss around here.
You need to beat a 10. Otherwise, you just don't hurt him in terms of your hit. You'll always hit him, but it's like, there you go.
12.
You smack him across the face, and you take 3 damage, Davlin.
Are you done? Because I think it's her turn.
All right, Warden. Are you mauling Humph?
I'm in a headlock currently, but
Yeah,
I'd
you
like
have
to change
disadvantage
that.
you have disadvantage if you're grappled. You can escape the grapple if you want, but that will count as like one of your attacks.
Probably one of the most difficult animals to headlock, a bear, if you think about it. They don't really have necks.
Not really. You could. I feel like the bear could just go and just sink out.
What would I roll for my bear?
Athletics or acrobatics? And Humph also needs to make an athletics check.
If your bear has multi-attack, you can just attack him twice.
So you just have disadvantage if you're in the headlock. Oh shoot, that's a 19. Oh my
20.
god!
Oh my god!
Does the bear have a +3?
I don't have a thing for it.
What kind of bear are you? Brown bear?
Yeah, like a standard brown bear.
She's a rar bear.
Oh god.
It's either a +3 or a +4.
Definitely not a Care Bear.
+4 actually. So,
Oh,
and are you doing it again? Is that where you rolled it a second?
Yeah.
All right, so that would be a 22. So roll again, Humph,
All right.
as you try to wrangle this bear.
Easy, madam. I used to work in the circus.
Oh my god.
Bear gets loose.
The bear gets loose.
Barely.
That's the end of the bear's turn, though.
no.
Easy now. I used to work.
She just roars like an inch away from his face as soon as he gets out.
It's like the roar is right in front of your face, Hunt. It's like the teeth are right in front of you, and all the saliva and spit just kind of goes right into your face.
5 gold on the bear.
Ace.
Ace is he's on the wall. He was terrified of all the fighting. And he leapt up and he's now clawed into the wall, as cats do with curtains and such. And he turns back and he watches as Baron punches Devlin. He's, why is everyone fighting? Please stop this. I don't like this at all. And that's his entire move.
Okay.
You want to carry this family apart?
Look what you started, Dave.
Davlin, what are you doing?
Are you gonna punch me again, or are you done?
There's no point, is there?
I'm gonna kind of just wipe. I imagine with 3 hit points out of my 65, I kind of probably have like one little blood drip, like the Thanos moment. All this for 1 drop of blood, huh? And I'm going to kind of just try to intimidate Baron to not get involved because I really kind of genuinely do want to see this new guy and what his capabilities are because we haven't really seen him in action. So I kind of want to gauge. I kind of want to gauge this fight to see what
roll intimidation and beat Baron's passive insight.
Okay. I will intimidate you, sir, with a 15.
My passive insight is 12.
12. Davlin, as small as he may be, took the punch and is now standing his ground, ensuring that you don't get involved. You're almost certain that he could possibly kill you if he wanted to.
I don't need to be almost certain. I am certain that he could kill me.
I just have a little rapier.
Hunt, what are you doing? Madam, I do say desist, and I let her go and cast Wrathful Smite, and we'll try and uppercut her.
Oh my God!
That's a 20, dirty 20.
You couldn't do this when you were trying to jump out of lava, but no, apparently up on Warden.
Too soon, guy. Too soon.
That's 9 points of damage, and make a Wisdom saving throw DC 14.
Rude.
Let's see. I got a +7, so I got an 11.
All right, you are frightened of me. Desist, madam, I do say desist.
Let him have it.
The bear is terrified. Baron, what are you doing?
I think Baron is just depressed. He has nothing
left to live for.
Is Baron depressed or is Guy depressed?
He just sits down. I don't know. Guy's having a whale of a time. I like to torture characters. Baron has nothing. He can't even hit a halfling. So, I mean, yeah, he just sits down and looks morose.
Warden, you're frightened.
If I get out of bear form, that does not change the fact that I'm frightened, correct?
Correct. You would be still frightened.
Okay. Is there anything that I can swipe at him?
You can attack him. You just have disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, is there a light above us that I could, reach up and hit to smash it onto his head? If I stand on both...
There is a lantern above him, and you could hit the lantern and smash on his head if you wanted to.
I'd like to do that.
Okay. You're still in proximity of Hunt, so you still have disadvantage on the attack, but roll attack on the lantern. Bear stands up on 2 feet and gets up in the air.
What is that, athletics?
No, just an attack roll. And strangely, the bear is really smart and is able to do this one thing because the bear is not polymorphed. It's just a druid. Okay.
I just rolled a d20. Yeah.
Hunt, a lantern falls out of off of the ceiling and lands on your head and bursts into flame as the oil lights the entirety of the top of your head, your body, and your armor. You take 6 fire damage.
What is that? What armor class does she hit?
She just you didn't have to beat the armor class. She just dropped the thing on top of you.
Oh, okay.
And you take an extra 4 piercing damage as it just lands on top of you.
Okay, so
and she shifts back.
Right?
She doesn't
Yes.
want to kill him. She's just angry, and she realizes there's now fire in here, and shifts back and is naked.
All right, so that's it.
She's still roaring though as a person.
Ace, what are you doing? There, Hunt is on fire. Warden is naked. Baron is depressed. Davlin is intimidating Baron.
This is going from bad to worse. Somebody please stop this madness. Why are you doing this?
Oh, don't be such a pussy.
We had to fight the king of the mountain.
In that moment, as you say that, there is a brilliant light that flickers at the end of the room. And a figure appears in the moment, kind of drawing all of your attention to the other side. Ace, you recognize this woman. This is the woman who came to you in your drunken stupor to tell you of the coin, the Unseelie coin, the Seelie coin.
Oh.
And she appears in front of all of you, and she looks down in all of this magnificence and beauty as she glows in the light of the Feywild. And she looks down, she says, "What are you all doing?"
I don't even know right now.
I destroyed the murder flower, and then she turned into a bear and attacked me.
Yeah. Again? Who are you?
This is the lady that I saw when you had no pants on. And
I
you
am
were
Queen
drunk.
Titania
That's Queen
of
Titania
Feywild.
of the Feywild.
Do I know who that is? Like, does Warden know who
Yeah,
that
you
is?
totally know who this is.
I think she would like kneel to her because
Okay.
it's probably, she respects all life and all whatever. So
She snaps, and the fire on Hunt just goes away.
Oh.
Wait, you're a queen?
I dropped the one knee and put the hand over the heart. My lady, thank you.
I
I'm
understand.
gonna pull
She-
Baron up.
She kind
Get
of
him down
looks
back onto one knee.
down onto the ground, and she looks down to all of you, and she kind of kneels as well, kind of meeting your level. And she says, "I know this journey has been hard. I know you've lost friends. I never.
Oh no, I've actually made a lot of new friends. Well, it's the jury's out on this one though. She did try and set me on fire.
It's okay. I'm not talking to you.
Are you married to the king of the mountain?
No, I have no husband.
Do you know who the king of the mountain is?
The king of the mountain was a man who was attempting to find the secret behind portals and may have created this puzzle to lure adventurers. I guess he's dead now.
Wait, so that's and I kind of point back over to the dead body. That really was him?
Yes.
All right, well there you go,
Can I
Baron.
make an inside check to believe her?
Roll insight.
can I also insight?
Yeah.
Yep, I believe her.
Yeah, you sure do. So do you. You have no reason not to.
I choose
As-
to believe her.
Vengeance against your friends will not get you anywhere. You have a goal, something I want you to complete to help all those in the Feywild. If the... Wow. I know how to do this. If the coin is fallen into the wrong hands, it can mean certain doom for many. I entrust this task to you. Though the last time I entrusted it to you, I think all of you were drunk.
I wasn't drunk.
Well, I task it to you again.
Thank you.
Do
I
you,
wasn't there. I never get drunk.
do you have
She
any
stands up.
information where it could? Oh, sorry.
Information on where it is. The man, what's his name? The guy who makes the soup?
Grunkle Funkle.
Grunkle? Yes, Grunkle. I knew his name. He has the ability to show you where the coin is. Continue making the potion that he wants you to make for him. You know, that thing? Yeah. Also, maybe get him some sweet potatoes. He's running out.
Don't want the sweet potatoes. I just want the carrots.
Well, maybe you should try them. Maybe you'd like them.
No, I don't want to try them. Thank you very much.
I am the queen of the Feywild, and I'm telling you to try sweet
I
potatoes.
don't like them.
Ace, you are going to go sit on a timeout if you don't try sweet potatoes.
I will not try sweet potatoes.
She holds up a.
What about yams? Do you like yams?
You're being a
No,
real
those are
pussy
just-
right now. This is
Those are
the,
just,
She's
those
got
are
a
just
spoon.
disguised sweet potatoes.
She holds it up to your mouth. Put it. It's an airplane.
I'm not going to eat the airplane.
Yeah. Try the sweet potato.
Not going to try it.
Try it.
No.
Try. Yeah.
I don't want it.
Open your mouth.
No.
Open that little.
This is
Open
not-
that little kitty mouth.
Just do it, Ace.
I don't want it, Devin.
I cast command and say open.
I like Hunt so much.
I
He's so
suspect
much
that's
cooler
how
than
most of
Tony.
your dating evenings go as well.
she murders flowers.
Oh my god.
Dave, what's the save?
Just a tip, Ace.
Wisdom,
Did you say
wisdom
save or
14.
safe word?
14.
Just to see how it tastes.
Boop, she shoves it in.
You guys don't have the video. You're missing out.
We killed Guy.
This tastes so
Good,
bad.
right?
It did. No, it is not good. It tastes terrible.
Well, you'll learn to like it.
I don't want it. I want more of the carrot soup, please. This was disgusting.
If all of you are to find this coin and return it to me, I will grant you all a wish.
A wish? Like what kind of wish?
Anything.
You could
One
return
each.
Lionel to life.
I don't know who that is.
Wrong character. Wrong fucking planet. Damn it!
In this universe,
Guys, if
First
you're
off,
watching this right now and Lionel hasn't
Lionel
died yet
died.
in the other show,
Oh my god, what are you fucking planning for the Wednesday show, Guy? Jesus Christ!
Wrong game.
I'm gonna do that in my next game. Can you restore this other character I haven't killed yet to life?
What
I'm
about
fucking
Barnabas?
back Here. Oh my god!
She
Tony, can you bring
says,
Tony back to life? Who the
Yes.
fuck is Lionel?
I could bring Tony back to life. If that's what you would want?
Of course, that's what we would want. He's our friend.
Listen, trust
What
me.
about Faye?
I could bring Faye back to life as well.
So is that one wish or is that two wishes?
Whoever completes this task gains a wish.
But
That's cool. Come on.
we're like a team, right? And I kind of give Baron the big elbow.
If you die, you fail.
if we all help each other and succeed, do we each get a wish? Is what he is asking.
Yeah, what she said.
Yes.
So again, if that's
Davlin,
Are-
Davlin.
that's
She
4.
said yes.
That's 5 wishes. So, but again, that she didn't answer the question if that was one wish with Tony and Faye, or if that
Dude,
was
if
two.
you ask and then someone asks for something else, and then someone just learn math, and then she just looks back to
And he's like over there counting on fingers. I don't know how many.
takes his
wishes
shoes
that
off to count his toes.
Like me.
Oh, she puts clothing on. She's like, sorry. I'm sure.
If that's the deal, then
on
let's go.
one condition and one account, you do not tamper with that coin. You do not attune to it. You do not attempt to find its power. It is meant to be secret. If you do this, you will have failed me.
But lady, you had me at save the Feywild.
All right, now go be heroes or some shit. And she disappears.
My dearest oh.
I think Warden walks over to Hunt. We're rescuing the Feywilds by doing this. There's no need to needlessly kill. She points over at the ground where the flower was, especially since it just did the job for us.
It seemed to be a murderous creature.
Did it murder you?
It murdered that gentleman there.
That we were going to murder, right?
I was not going
Same
to murder
side.
anyone. I was looking for an evil wizard.
What were you going to do with him?
The justice I was going to do.
Murder. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think she kind of has a point.
So you were going
We
to come
don't
over here.
kill needlessly. Animals, plants.
Forcibly give him justice.
You kill any human you want, except us, obviously. But we don't do that.
I
You
will
wanna stick
try
with
and
us, we don't do that.
I will try and restrain myself from murdering plants or animals, although I do not believe in murder anyway. But that one did just kill that guy.
Yeah, for us, who we were going to murder.
I wasn't sure we were going to murder that guy when I stepped on him. I looked at everyone else. Did you guys know we were going to murder this guy?
We were hunting down the king of the mountain to destroy him, yes.
Did you think it was going to be a tavern owner?
You just look down at
occupation.
the fat dude with a mustache, and he's just like, what?
I think Warden scoops up the flour.
Okay.
No, we didn't let him loose in here.
There's nothing left of that
No,
flour.
there's goop on the floor.
I smited that flour.
There's nothing left at all.
There's like 2 petals.
Yeah, she goes outside and
I
buries them.
smited that flower.
I used the slot to smite it.
She picks up 2 petals and goes outside and digs a little tiny grave.
All right.
I don't want to be crass here, Baron, but you think this guy has any like cool stuff around here? And I'm gonna kind of go over to his drawer and start digging through it and looking
If
at
what
all
Queen Titania says is true, then he might very well have if he's been luring out poor adventurers out into his portals.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm like digging through the socks. Oh, sweet. Yeah, and he probably has some kind of like a book or something if he could make the portals, right? Maybe that'll be like a thing that you could read to make the other portals work the way we want it to work, and then we can get out of here.
I still taste the sweet potatoes.
What's your thing with cucumber-like shaped objects?
I don't like them. I don't like cucumbers. I don't like sweet potatoes. I don't like yams, which are just sweet potatoes disguised as yams. I do like carrots. I don't like eggplant, or as some people call it, aubergine, which is also stupid, is just a disguised eggplant.
What about radishes?
Radishes are okay. They're like beets. Also, turnips are okay. They're just like white carrots.
I'm kind of surprised. Most felines are strictly carnivores.
Oh, my God. You haven't been out in the world very much, have you, Hunt?
No, they actually just released me from the monastery recently.
I'm watching my figure.
Is there anything in here?
Yeah, I thought so.
Roll
too.
investigation.
That's a thing that I'm going to be excellent at. With a +0, that's an 11.
Okay. If anybody else wants to roll investigation, just roll it.
You got a 9.
Ace, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
18. Is it to save against sweet potatoes?
No. Perfect. So you guys are searching around the room. Davlin, you find kitchen utensils and other stocks of food. Warden, you find forks and knives and a whisk. Ace, you search through the cupboards and you find all the food that he stores in here, and you find a cucumber, and you guys all watch as Ace just jumps and lands on the ceiling.
I don't like those either. They look like snakes.
I take that out of Baron's hand and I immediately put it in my bag for later.
I bet you do.
He's a prankster.
That he's.
Baron, you find a few bottles of wine, a cask of ale, and a trapdoor that goes to a second floor.
Got a trapdoor here. That was me opening the trapdoor.
It's a rope. You have to pull it down, and it goes up
Oh, it's a
like an attic. Yeah.
attic door. All right.
Beware, it's a trap.
It's a different noise.
I love you so much, Guy. Yeah, I'll follow. I'll let Baron lead up there, but I mean, I'd follow up there with him.
All right. Yeah. There's
Keep an eye out on my buddy.
that shoots down as soon as you open it. You guys go over and you make your way up, and you do find this small stockpile of items, books, items, equipment, things that have just been stocked up here. There's cobwebs everywhere, a few spiders here and there. A mouse runs across the top of the attic, but it's his stockpile. All right.
Everybody get up here. We found the remains of all of the victims.
You know, Baron, it doesn't look like he was using this really at all lately. Are you sure the magic portal thing's going to be up here? It looks kind of dusty.
No, but if he's been luring people into portals, then it means that what we saw the lava, for example, might not have been real. That means that we might find Tony's remains here, or at the very least his equipment. Even if Queen Titface can't bring him back, maybe at least we can use whatever we have to resurrect him later.
Wait, Tony might be alive? I thought
No.
you said you watched him burn up in lava. I
think
remember
he's
crying
dead.
because it was a horrible death.
Aye, but if this bugger was trying to collect equipment from people, it doesn't make sense that it actually was a real burn. It makes more sense that it was a magical deconstruction of Tony, killing him and leaving his equipment safe. If we find that here, at least we'll know that part. And then, like I said, we could use a piece of the equipment to perhaps bring Tony back in the future.
And when we get our wish to bring him back, we'll have his coat for him.
There you go.
Although I don't think Faye's death was quite the same thing.
No, she was turned into a zombie, and then that killed her.
Did you guys like Faye or Tony better? I mean, I'm just kidding. Like, this is just casual conversation while he's helping Baron like dig through and look for stuff.
I think she let me sleep on her feet.
Yeah, but Tony did let me ride on him too. Faye was not going to let me ride on her.
I don't think she would. I don't think she liked you very much.
What else is new?
So
like
looking
most
through
women.
the stuff,
You're looking through the stuff.
books that detail the portal magic or whatever it
Are
was.
you specifically looking through books, Baron?
I am, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you do find a spell book. A single spell book that has to do with him attempting to. You don't know if he wrote this or some other very scholarly wizard wrote this, because that dude died fast, like to one flower. You have no idea if you're questioning whether this is his spell book or not. Regardless, it is a full spell book containing that of conjuration magic, all about teleportation and portals.
Jacob, could you give us a full list of all the items in here so that
Yes,
Cody can take one that's not on the list and just ask you for it 100 times?
Sure, no problem.
Like a shield?
Let me do this first. You do find a spell book, and in the spell book is Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Unseen Servant. Tell me if I'm going too fast.
No, it's all good.
Cloud of Daggers, Misty Step, Web, Fireball, Stinking Cloud, Evard's Black Tentacles, Stone Skin,
Jesus Christ.
Cloud Kill, and Conjure Elemental. Don't know what the fuck is in this spellbook.
Guys, if you want to
Not
take a
scrolls.
DM note here, put that on an index card in person or in chat.
There you go.
I like to read them out.
Yeah, some people are. It's a podcast, so if you're like,
Guy,
oh, I'll send
Guy
you a
wrote
list.
down none of those.
My fiance plays a wizard, and she's always like, "Just send me them," and I'm like, "No, gonna say them out loud." Who's rummaging through the treasure? Ace.
Sure.
Tony's-
Make a roll percentage.
We're looking for Tony's jacket and/or a magic shield.
How do I?
Okay.
Percentage. I'm looking for anything. I missed that part of the conversation, and
76?
I'm Ace of Hearts, and I don't pay attention anyway.
Okay. Can you roll 2d4 for me and add them together?
I can. 5.
5. Wow.
Did you know Fantasy Grounds will actually add them together for you?
Wow. Thank you, Fantasy Grounds. You don't sponsor this show, but you sponsor our other one.
I sure don't.
Just in case you were homeschooled, it will do the math for you.
Just in case you're fucking stupid.
Jacob, stupid is a mean word.
Ace, you dig through a lot of the treasure and you find a gold set with bloodstones, a gold ring set with bloodstones,
Oh.
a carved ivory statuette, a large gold bracelet,
Statuette of what?
a goat, a silver necklace with a gemstone pendant, and a bronze crown.
I didn't write down most of those things.
I will write them down into here.
I don't write as fast as you talk.
So, madam, do they go through a lot of companions?
And I kind of nudge over to Warden.
I just look at
I don't think you should tell him a lot.
About what?
She didn't hear you. You should ask again.
Madam, do they go through a lot of adventuring companions?
I've only been here for a short while, so I hope not. But I do know that I took the place of one of their friends.
And how many have they
I
gone
believe-
through since you've been here?
And she just looks down really sad for a moment. We honor Tony, who has fallen.
So you've replaced one, and you honor this Tony fellow. So that's at least 2.
Why are you curious about this?
I'm just wondering if we're going to lose any others along this journey.
Depends. Do you
Seems
plan on killing any more flowers?
it depends on whether they have murderous intent in their flowery hearts or not.
More or less murderous intent than ours.
So I have no quarrel with any flowers that I know of.
Let's try to keep it that way. But to answer your question, I don't know. I knew the one guy. They talk about this Fae, and
Yes, they said she became a zombie, and the cat fellow slew her.
She fell
apparently
in.
that happens.
She fell inside of a lake. The lake was holy water. She died.
Mm.
Again.
Yes. That's true.
She was Asmar.
Water.
So is that 2 or 3 deaths? Should we tally?
I don't know. She was alive when we found her, and then the zombies got her, and then she became a zombie, and then we had to put her in the water.
In fairness, she tried to eat Tony, which, I mean, I guess wouldn't have mattered much in the long, you know.
Hindsight 2020, but
Right. I mean, a couple of days longer he lived, really, but
Ace,
still, we didn't want to let her do that.
roll percentage again for me.
okay. You see Ace just rummaging through shit like cartoon style, and then he just comes out, with the crown and all of the rings on and a necklace and a bracelet, because all he's wearing, but normally, is a vest.
Oh, it's the fucking king from Robin Hood.
Yeah.
That's what you look like.
Like you look like Puss in Boots,
Yeah.
with all the jewelry of the guy from Robin Hood. Okay.
Yes.
You also find
A 65.
a guy. Give me a random weapon.
A random weapon, a flail.
You find a flail.
Whoa.
Roll 1d4 for me.
Sure. Yeah. 3.
3. Okay, and then roll percentage again.
Oh,
A lot of rolling going on.
okay.
I feel like I'm trapped on a random table
48.
and I can't get out.
48. Okay. You also find a horn, a
Oh,
bowling horn.
The cat gets horny.
The cat gets horny.
bet.
Okay, roll again.
What am I rolling again?
Roll percentage again. You're rolling
We're
it
finding
one
more
time.
shit,
You
apparently.
rolled it once, then you roll it again. Oh my god, that's a 98.
98.
Deck of many things.
No, you find a wand.
Horn of sexuality. Oh.
Horn of sexuality.
I'm putting that in my next campaign.
And
You're
roll
welcome.
one more time. Last time.
Percentage?
Yep. And I'm
Nailing
writing all
it.
this down, so I'm going to remember it.
This is a 59.
59. And you also find a mace.
A mace.
I think he meant to say shield there.
Nope.
Now that you've labeled all the items for the next, how we got like 20 minutes left in this episode.
Yep.
Is there a bow? Is there a bow? Can I have a bow? What if it's a bow? Do I look like a bow?
Oh, there's no bow.
Quiver, what about a single arrow?
A single arrow.
But it
More
regenerates.
importantly, is there any
You know
of
what?
Tony's
Ace,
equipment?
no,
Yeah,
none of
That's all I'm
Tony's.
looking for is Tony's jacket.
None of Tony's equipment.
Oh yeah, love
Ace,
you,
you
man.
find 1 plus 1 arrow.
Nice, thank you. I don't care. I'm just shitting on Cody, but I'll take the arrow.
I have a question, Jacob. Does any of the stuff here look burnt or crispy?
Nope. It
Yeah,
looks
none of this stuff is even burned up. I don't know what to tell you, Baron. I don't see Tony's stuff.
I don't think that they would be able to salvage armor and weapons from lava.
He says he didn't think it was actual lava, though.
Yeah, but even if the people came in here in the bar and fought him, then he would have just taken the stuff and put it up here if they made it here, you know?
Right.
Or if the stuff in the cave killed them, not lava or the water.
See, I think you let him get burned up alive. Which means I'm still back to being mad at you.
How does the mace look? Does it look better than what I'm currently using?
Oh yeah, it's very well made. It is. Sorry, give me 1 second. It has a bronze handle, and it's almost made of like pure iron and stone. It would look like it's seriously heavy, but when you pick it up, it's actually quite light. And it's got gold on the bottom of the hilt as well. And you kind of wave it around a bit. And it's very nice, very well crafted.
Yeah, Ace walks over dripping in ice, and then he has all the weapons and drops them in front of everyone. Goes, "I found these,"
Clank.
and then walks away.
All right.
I think Warden picks up the mace and just holds it out. Does anyone want this?
Not really.
I have a sword.
Okay. And then she takes her mace and throws it in the pile and puts it on her side.
All right, you take the mace.
He walks over. Oh, good.
I'm flipping through the books, trying to help Baron look through these books for some kind of magical portal thing, because I'm convinced that we're going to be able to change the portal to take us back out instead of further into the maze.
Okay.
So as I rifle through the books, just looking for a picture of some kind of a portal that we went through. Anything that looks like a drawing that looks like it might be a portal. Flipping through it and looking at the notes with a picture that looks like a portal.
Yeah, there's a few other books and you're flipping through them. Some of them are just histories on like locations, different areas of the world that you look through and you're like boring. There's a book that is like purely the logistics of portals, and it's all the arcane mathematical formulas for creating portals and how they work.
Bingo! Hey, Baron! And I toss the book at him kind of hard into the chest.
You grab it. It's like very dusty.
All right, can you get us out of here?
This is amazing. I mean, just the knowledge on. I mean, this.
Yeah. It's great. What about the portal stuff? Can you change that one that's down in the wherever we came out of thing?
I might need a few moments to just glance through it, but it's portal.
I get that the queen wanted us to go back and do this thing, and I'm all for getting a wish. I mean, hell, we can do some really cool things with those wishes. Like bring our friends back and maybe some other stuff. But she didn't really tell us how to get back out of here. And from what I could tell, the portals don't necessarily go back to the same place. It's kind of like a maze or a puzzle or whatever she said it was. But maybe in there, I kind of tapped the book kind of hard. You've got the answer to get us back to where we back to the Feywild, so we can go finish making this potion.
I'll start reading. It'll take some time.
I pause and wait. I just look at him like I'm gonna wait and watch him read.
We should probably get some of that wine that we found and sit down and probably close the inn completely in case someone comes up here and thinks we murdered him.
That's a good idea. Ace is now too close to Baron.
Why are they this close to me?
Oh, because I wanted to tell you very quietly so no one else could hear. I'm very sorry that I said that you are a bad wizard. It's okay that you're a bad wizard, and I got you this. This will make you a better wizard.
And he hands you the wand.
Barn locks you in a bear hug unless you're going to get out of it.
Oh
No, he just stays there.
This is very uncomfortable, but it's okay.
I knew you were all right. It was just how you express grief, I say, busy rubbing my hand over your head and just...
Are we going to lick?
No, what the hell? What? You're not even my type.
What? I'm everyone's type. I'm a cat.
Is he going to start purring?
No.
Yes.
I don't purr. That is...
No, you do purr. I've heard you at night.
No, you have not. I don't purr, you don't go in pushes.
Fair enough. You don't purr.
We lock up and wait for Baron to get us out of here.
Okay, so Baron, what are you doing?
I'm going to start reading this book. Well, I'm going to look for chapter headings and hopefully, find something about
Sure.
Trans-dimensional portal anchorage and the inversion process.
Got it. 1 second. The book itself is instructions. And the cool part about it is that it also acts as like a spell book. Where it would take a bit longer, copy the instructions it's telling you into your spell book in order to create the spell that you need. For reference, this book entails the teachings of the spells Thunderstep, Dimension Door, Far Step, Arcane Gate, Teleport, Plane Shift, and Teleportation Circle.
Fuck.
You can't cast some of those because you're not high enough level yet, but you know that you could learn them eventually as long as you hold on to the book.
This is incredible. If I cast, and this is purely a question for you, is if I cast Expeditious Retreat, the spell's wording says it allows you to move at an incredible pace. Would that allow me to read faster? I don't know. It's not haste. It does just talk about...
Expeditious Retreat, I would say, increases your body's movement speed, not necessarily your mind. So you run really fast. I think haste would increase your entire body, like your mind and everything. That would allow you to read faster because your AC goes up, your everything just increases in speed. So I almost imagine Expeditious Retreat is like your legs move really quickly, but while haste is like you're like the Flash or Quicksilver, where like the world slows down around you.
Gotcha. That's fine. Thank you. I'll start reading with a bottle of wine that was found.
It takes a few hours for Baron to go through this book. Are you guys doing anything while Baron reads? Like the nerd he is?
I'm watching him read.
Okay, you get bored after 15 minutes.
Ace has remained uncomfortably close to him.
Can I take a short rest?
All right, short rest.
I will find some non-alcoholic beverages and perhaps some food.
You find a shiny temple.
And help myself, and I will leave some coins on the bar.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So water. You found some water.
There might be milk. They may have crafts of milk.
They have milk. Sure.
So
Unrefrigerated. Never mind.
I kind of feel with Ace staying really close, I think Barnd is going to absent-mindedly start scratching and stroking you on your back or ears somewhere. I mean,
yeah, you are.
Well, I don't know. When an animal is close, I unconsciously just start rubbing its ears or whatever. I kind of feel that would happen if Barnd is busy reading this book. Kind of gets to a page. I assume he's right-handed.
If you're not paying attention, and Ace is anything like our newer cat, you're going to end up with his balls in your hands. Because that thing is like all over the place and wants to be touched everywhere.
Not like the newer cat that you have.
He's kind of slutty for a cat.
The slut cat.
Speaking of slutty pussies.
I'm not lying over here. Why don't you? Geez.
Fucking Ace over here. I'm picturing Baron's petting him, and he just flips over to his belly, and Baron's like, okay. And then he just starts wiggling up, and you're not.
Jesus.
Oh my God!
Okay, few things. Hunt, as you're searching around, and you find this like cooler, basically like ye olde cooler, and kind of open it. And you look inside, you're like, milk. And you look over, and there's something else in here. There is a potion that is swirls with this gray and brown liquid, and it has a single label on it, and it says in all caps, "The Backup."
I'm looking at it. I have the milk, and I'm like, this does not look very appetizing at all. It does look like it would back you up. And Baran, wizard fellow, good chap. What do you know of this magical brew here?
You're like in the middle of reading, he runs over to the table and he slams it down.
Wait, what? Where did you find that?
It was in the ice chest.
Backup. It just says backup.
The backup.
The backup.
Oh, backup. I thought it said bake up. Okay, that makes more sense.
What color is the liquid? Is it quite viscous? Does it?
It's not very clear at all. It kind of sparkles a little bit, but it's like this. It's gray and brown, and it swirls.
I think we should keep this and take it back to that young lady who runs that potion shop back in the town. She probably knows more than I do. I wouldn't drink it, and I certainly wouldn't open that stopper to let whatever's in there out.
What does backup even mean? What could it mean?
So I have a few thoughts. One, it could be some kind of elemental that's contained in that jar. The backup, in other words, if he's attacked, he throws the jar on the ground and the creature inside is released.
Oh,
I don't think that's what it is, though. It could also be the formula for his bread, or whatever it is that he makes here.
What about the portal? Does that have anything to do with the portal?
Well, that's another option, is it could be a portal that's been liquefied. This individual that we're talking about here, I'm not convinced that this person that died because of one little flower was the same bloke that created these books. This magic is so far beyond what even I'm capable of, and I wouldn't say that I'm a decent mage in the slightest. And yes, keep quiet as I continue to stroke Ace. There is significant power. Why am I doing this?
Don't stop.
All right.
It's too late. We all saw it.
Don't stop.
We all knew.
Don't stop.
Anyway, I wouldn't open that until we've had an expert look at it. All right.
Wait, what does it smell like?
I don't know.
Don't open it. No.
And I'm going to take a whiff of it.
You smell it. It smells like the mix of iron, like pure metal, and like a chemically, like fleshy smell. It's very hard to pin down.
Does it smell like cat's pee?
Now, what do you think, Warden? I'm kind of holding in front of her nose. Probably a little unsafe and close.
She pushes it away. She's half awake right now.
Smell like cat's pee?
She's just like, meh.
So I've wandered over to the front door and I flipped the sign from closed to open.
Okay.
And I get a rag and start wiping down the bar.
Oh, Hunt opens the bar.
Sometimes when you put too many things down the sink, where I'm from, the sink backs up. And then
Don't do it.
And then you pour the goop into the sink.
I'm going to pour a little out.
Okay. Little drop goes boop, goes out, lands on the table, and it doesn't melt or adhere to the into the wood on the table. It kind of just stays on top, almost as if it's resistant to the wood. There's just this little drop of like swirly gray liquid just there. It just sits there.
Yeah, I have no idea. And I'm going to give it back over to Baron.
All right.
Oh, all right. I'll keep the potion of unknown origin then.
Baron, what does it do?
It's unknown.
But use your wizard powers to figure it out.
Can we get out of here yet, Baron? I'm bored.
He's been reading for 30 minutes.
It's like 5.
It's like 5 pages in.
Warden's asleep, and
Not 5
I don't know
pages,
what Hunt
5
is doing, and Ace and I are bored.
The door busts open. A group of people step in and go, "Oh, good, tavern's open." And they make their way in. They walk over like, "Hey, who are you people?
What?
Are you the new staff?"
We're the new staff.
Oh, great. They all walk over. About a dozen people pile in, and they go over to you, Hunt, and they start asking for food and drinks and
Do
wine.
I notice that Ace is trying to lick the gray goop on the table?
He's waiting, so like the people burst in and everyone kind of looks and he looks and it goes, And he's trying to be as stealthy as possible.
Drop on the table. Your eyes kind of widen for a moment as there is a as you lick it. You feel this surge, almost like a very minuscule shot of caffeine, just through your entire body. You feel like incredibly strong and powerful for just a moment. You just feel like you could take on the entire world, and it's very quickly gone.
It's a super potion. I licked it.
What?
I licked it. It's a super potion.
Hunt, are you just taking people's orders and making them food? Okay, all right.
Yep.
Hunt is running the tavern as he makes food and he's serving drinks and he's just handing people out stuff, and you guys are like, oh, there's people in here now, as they all take seats and they begin talking and chattering and eating and drinking.
I charge them what I think is a fair amount, and if there's a till, I'm just going to put it in the till.
Okay.
All
They're
of a
like,
sudden
hey,
it's
they
like
lowered their prices. They're like, sweet. And they pay for food and drink, and you run the tavern.
The potion gave me superpowers. I licked it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have licked it, but it looked very gray and tasty and swirly, and I put it in my mouth.
Right. So you think it gives you strength?
No, I did not say that. It gave me superpowers.
What if it merely makes you think you have superpowers, but you really have no superpowers at all?
He yells over
cool.
serving people. You see Davlin walk by with 2 plates, and he walks over to another table and he puts down the 2 plates and he walks back into the kitchen.
It sounds very cool for a potion.
You know what? I'm going to keep that safe.
It's pretty
I'm just going to carry on reading.
Question
I'm nearly
for
there.
everybody.
I'm nearly there. I've only got...
Is anybody taking the flail?
Yes, I'll take the flail.
Is anybody taking the horn?
What does the horn do?
You don't know. It's a horn.
She's
It's
going
like
to
those
take it. No one else
huge horns
does.
that you like blow into.
Can she drink out of it?
No, because
Well, obviously, if you stop it.
if you
It's mouthpiece size. You can just cup it with your palm. It's not, you know.
sure you could. And there is also a wand.
I've got the one as well.
Baron.
All right. Okay. If Baron's pretty much got everything.
Yeah, I've been a loot whore at the moment.
Davlin walks over to you, Ace, and there's this dish with like the cover on top of it, the silver top, and he says, "Here you go." And
Oh,
he finds it on
thank
the
you very much. I wanted a snack, but I didn't want to ask. It looks very busy out there. I didn't want to impose.
Enjoy, bud.
Oh, it has like a little lid on top of the...
You open it, it's like a cucumber. And he jumps in.
I don't like this. It's like a tiny snake. I don't like it.
Davlin's just rolling on the floor laughing with Hunt.
There's a cucumber just rolling on the floor as well, as everybody's like, "What the crap is going on?"
You should eat that. They are good for you.
I don't like tiny snakes.
You guys spend the
I
rest of
don't
your
like
day
sweet potatoes either.
hanging out in a tavern with people who you serve and reading a book as the day comes to an end. And that's where we're going to end today's game, is on that note right there.
On that wholesome note, on that
That very
one and
wholesome
only
note.
wholesome note.
You're going to end it so soon?
So, oh, yeah. That's my timer's correct. So,
We love your faces. We'll catch you next week, and we're going to kill some things.
oh yeah,
We just got to figure out how to get
everybody in the
fuck
tavern
out of this. Baron, make it happen.
I'm trying.
Someone killed something.
But I don't have half the spells that he spoke about. I need to activate some book modules.
I really thought y'all were going to kill each other. We'll catch you next week. Later.